Good morning. In this video, we are going to start with Chapter 7 Coordinate Geometry. In this chapter, we are going to explore two-dimensional geometry. This figure represents the coordinate plane separated by the horizontal line called as x-axis or abscissa and vertical line called as y-axis or ordinate. Any point on this coordinate plane is represented as an ordered pair, meaning you have to write x first followed by a comma and then y, and they have to be written in between curved brackets. The origin is represented as an ordered pair 0, 0, or we will read it as 0, 0. The axis x and y divides the coordinate plane into 4 quadrants. First quadrant, both x and y are positive. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. Third quadrant, both x and y are negative. Finally, in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. We write the quadrants in the anti-clockwise direction only. Suppose if we are having a point on the x-axis, it is denoted as x, 0. And a point on y-axis is denoted as 0, y. Now we move on to the first subtopic, distance formula. First case, let us see the distance between A and B. Both the points lie on the x-axis. So we just have to subtract the x coordinate. So 6 minus 4, 2. And for points C and D, they lie on y-axis. So their distance will be the difference of their y coordinate. 8 minus 3, 5. For instance, if we have to find the distance between the points A and C, then we can see that COA is a right angled triangle. So using Pythagoras theorem, we will be able to find the distance AC, because OA is 4 units, OC is 3 units. So when we solve, we get AC to be 5 units. Next, we see the instance wherein we have to find the distance between 2 points which may not lie on the axis. For example, distance between points P and Q. For this, we are drawing vertical lines PR and QS. The distance between PT is same as distance between R and S, which is 6 minus 4, so 2 units. The distance QT can be derived as QS minus TS. And since PR and TS are parallel and equal, TS will be equal to PR. So 8 minus 6, 2 units. Now we have triangle QTP, right angled at T. So in that triangle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem and then find the distance PQ, which we find to be 2 root 2. Now, with the idea that you have from the previous example, we are going to derive distance formula. Consider any 2 points P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. Draw PR and QS perpendicular to x-axis. A perpendicular from point P on QS is drawn to meet at the point T. Now OR is x1, OS is x2. So RS will be x2 minus x1. PT would also be x2 minus x1. And SQ will be y2. ST, which is same as PR, will be y1. So QT is y2 minus y1. Now we'll apply Pythagoras theorem for triangle PTQ right angled at T. Then we get PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. That is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. We need only the distance. So PQ is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is the distance formula. Now, in the distance formula, the order of the points does not matter. That is, we can write it as x1 minus x2 the whole square or x2 minus x1 the whole square. Because anyway we are taking the square, so even if it had been a negative number, we will get only a positive number. And we know that distance can only be positive. Okay, so that will be our first note. The second one, suppose if one of the point is origin, then x1 or x2, any one point is going to be 0. So the distance from the origin is root of x square plus y square. With this, we have reached the end of this session. Example 1 to 5 will be homework for this session. Thank you. Good morning. In this video, we'll continue with Chapter 7, Coordinate Geometry. In the previous video, we have already seen the distance formula, which is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now, let us solve a few problems from exercise 7.1. Starting with the first question, find the distance between the following pairs of points. We will do the third part, which has 2 points, A, B and minus A, minus B. First, let us assume the first point to be P and the second point to be Q. So we have x1 as A, y1 is B, x2 is minus A, y2 is minus B. Then by using the distance formula and substituting for the values, we will find the final answer after solving will be 2 into root of A square plus B square. Now we'll see the third question. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. Collinear means all the points lie on a single line. How do we know if the points lie on a single line? We have to find the distance between the points. Sum of any two distance must be equal to the third distance. Then we can say that the points are collinear. We will use this property to solve it. First, we'll name the points as A, B and C. Then we have to write the distance formula and then finding the distance between the point A and B. You can solve it directly by substituting, but if you have confusion, it's better to list out what is x1, y1, x2, y2 so that you will not make any mistake while substituting in the answer. So solving, we will get AB to be root 5. We needn't mention any units here. You can just leave it as the number as it is. Similarly, we'll find the distance BC and AC. So for that, we'll substitute the points in the distance formula, and after solving, we get BC to be root 212 and AC to be root 265. Now we can see that from our answers, AB plus AC is not equal to BC, as well as BC plus AC is not equal to AB, and AC is also not equal to BC. That means whichever way we add any two distance, we are not getting the third side. So these points are not collinear. Now we move on to question number 4. Check whether the points 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Again, we name the points A, B and C, and we write the distance formula also. Now we have to check if there are isosceles triangle. What is the property of an isosceles triangle? That two sides are equal in length. So we'll find the distance of the three sides and then check if any two sides are equal. Then we can say that it is an isosceles triangle. So to begin with, we'll find the distance AB. After solving, we get the answer to be root 37. In the same way, we'll find the distance between B and C. After solving, we get the answer to be root 37. I know that we have got two sides to be equal, but still we have to solve for the third side also. So we find the distance between A and C. Solving, we get AC to be 2 units. So it is clear that two sides are equal, AB and BC. So therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now we have come to the end of this session. Homework for this session would be exercise 7.1, question number 1, first part and second part, and question number 2. You have to apply only distance formula in all these questions. Thank you.